This brief video is a way to demonstrate the things that we're trying to show students at the meet and greets. So if you came to the meet and greet and forgot, this is sort of what we explained. If you weren't able to make it to one of the meet and greets, this is the thing that we wanted to make sure students knew what to do. This Tuesday, the 8th, and every day afterwards at 8 o'clock in the morning, what we're encouraging you to do is log into Google Classroom before 8 o'clock and then go to your second period class. I know second sounds like it's not the first, but that's your first core class, and that's the one we're going to start with. So for my homeroom, it's math. If your homeroom is social studies, science, or language arts, go there. But for my homeroom students, they're going to go to their second period class, which is math, and all of you go to your second period class at 8 o'clock. If you see a Google Meet link here in the top, click there. We'll be there waiting for you. If you don't see a Meet link, you'll see a Zoom link right here in the stream. So at 8 o'clock, go to the Zoom or the Meet, clicking one of those two places. If you click on the Zoom or the Meet, you'll go to a waiting room that sort of looks like this, where you'll have a waiting room. Now, you'll have the option on Zoom and Meet to do this. Hide your camera. If you don't want to have everybody see your face when you log in, that's okay. And then, I'm going to leave mine on. Join now. In Zoom, you won't have the option to join now. The teacher will have to let you in from the waiting room. But on Meet, as long as I'm in the room or the teacher's in the room, you'll be able to get in. And I want you to see this thing too, because this little function on the bottom is helpful to you. You'll have the option of turning your camera off when you're in the Zoom, turning your mic on if you get called on. Remember, you have to be called on. And the captions, if you want to hear what I'm saying, if you want to read what I'm saying, you can turn it off too. Right here next to the time is the chat box. So if we're in the middle of the lesson and you have questions, I have a question. Oh, Mr. Grant has a question. Then I can answer the question. Okay? That is something important to know. Usually I'll be presenting the lesson, but you don't have that, you don't have that capability. And on Zoom, you definitely won't have that capability. But I'll be doing a lot of presenting things on this live lesson. This is pretty much a way for me to push new information to you, all the teachers, to make sure you get to see something live. We'll also be taking attendance during these live sessions. So from 8 o'clock to 10:20, you'll be in five of your classes, and you'll also have one at 11. Here's just a brief little rundown of what your daily schedule looks like. This is for students who have Miss Matisak for homeroom. Their first core class is from 8 to 8:30, and then they go to their next one, 8:30 to 9, 9 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10, and then they have their first UA special class. If you're not sure which one that is, I'll show you a way that you can find that out real soon. You'll have a little 40-minute break, and then you'll have your last UA from 11 to 11:20. And that doesn't necessarily mean your day is over, because once you're all done, then you go back to Google Classroom, and you go to the Classwork tab. You'll see about one classwork assignment a day from each of us. These are the three you're going to see from me the first week. I just wanted you to see what they all could look like. The first one I'm going to assign you is a Google form. Google form is just, you click the box that answers the question. You might have to type something and then submit. It's pretty straightforward. We'll run a lot of quizzes like that. I'll also have you try a slide. You're going to see a lot of slides from each of us. There's a lot of cool interactive tools here. You can click and drag things on Google Slides. You can move things around. You can draw lines. And you can also type answers into text boxes. Another one that you might see a lot of would be Google Docs. Google Docs, it sort of looks like a worksheet, but there's something very important I want you to know about it. I opened this one in advance. Maybe not this one. I'll show you. I'll just pick a student's, because my version looks a little different. So if I pick a student's one, you'll get to see something really interesting and cool. See, right where the turn-in button would be, you'll see this private comment. But if you type in a private comment and post it, it'll go straight to my phone and I'll know that you need help. It's sort of just like raising your hand in class. So just to go back to that schedule, these are when your live sessions are, where we show you something new and push new information. But the rest of the day is up to you to work on that classwork. There'll be about one classwork a day from each of us, and it'll go very closely aligned to what you're learning in all of these classes. So Whenever you're in your Zoom or your Meet, and you're done with your live session, your teacher will say, goodbye, have a good rest of your day. Remember to check the classwork for this assignment, blah, 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 blah. And then you're out of the Meet. And I'm not going to click it because then you won't see what it looks like. Well, I think I can. Yeah. Oh, yep, you left the meeting, you're out of it. Once you're out of the meeting, don't go to the home screen. Instead, go back to Google Classroom. And these three little lines, that's like walking out the door and going to the hallway. And then you just go to your third period class, and then your sixth period class, then your seventh period class, then your UA classes. And again, if you have questions about what your UA classes are, ask your teachers. We have that information available. A good important thing to keep in mind is that to make sure that anytime that there's a problem, to let us know. If your parents have not already downloaded the Remind app, encourage them to do so and add our classes. These are our Remind codes. If your parents don't want to use Remind and would prefer email or phone, these are our emails: social studies, math, language, arts, science, and this is our phone extensions. So if they call the school number, 2238, 2239, 2236, 2237. You notice it's all pretty much the same except 6, 7, 8, 9. If you call one of us, we'll be able to help you figure out what your UA classes are and answer any other questions you have. But just to recap, Tuesday morning and every weekday afterwards, go to your Google Classroom. You'll see either the live link here or the live link here, and we'll be able to help you out through the rest. When you're done with all of your live sessions that follow this schedule, go to Classwork and complete the classwork assignment for each of your classes. We're encouraging students to get their work done the day that it's assigned so it doesn't stack up, and so they're ready for the next day. And it's important to note that if it's not done by the end of the day on Sunday, points will come off the score. So please, if you have any questions at all, encourage your parents to download the Remind app and add our classes if they have not already been added already. Open lines of communication will help any problems or bumps that come along the way. We look forward to meeting you next Tuesday and working with you every day after. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your summer. See you on Tuesday.